Hello, this is Woody Collins from Congo Helping Hands, and today for another edition of Talking About Congo. And the subject today is scams. I don't know if you heard the telecast on Friday when I had my friend Frank on, and Frank was talking about uh, he had got a was friended with someone on Facebook, and on Facebook, the person had reached out and said that he was hungry, he was starving, and that could he help. And Frank, being the good-natured person he is, and being a wanted to help out, I told Frank, says, yeah, the person is. I wouldn't doubt that they are suffering because the world has been suffering because of uh, the virus pandemic has put a lot of people out of work and so forth and so on. And then I talked to him about it, and then he brought it up on the telecast on Friday, and I was a little surprised that he went into it because I guess it was really on his heart that he needed to help somebody who really came out and said, "Hey, yes, I'm hungry. I'm suffering, and could you help out a little bit?" So, I thought it was ended, and I told Frank that I says, have the person is actually in Kenya, ask them to get with their pastor, and see if we can get a some kind of way go through the church, either here in the United States and the church in his church over there. And the person kind of balked at it at first and said his pastor was also hurting. And then he said, okay, we'll try something out soon. And all of a sudden, today, during our church service, our after church service, Frank had mentioned that he had contacted the person, and the person was going to be calling our church at 2 o'clock, and I'm standing here in front of Faith Presbyterian Church in Annapolis, and so what we're going to look at, I don't know, they were going to call at 2 o'clock Eastern, I mean 2 o'clock time in Kenya, which I estimate is going to be about 8 o'clock here, and no one will be at the church at that time. That time of the morning. As a matter of fact, I think the secretary is going to be off this week, so we'll have to see. But one of the things is what we're really facing. Is this a person who really is in need? Is this a another scam that they're trying to get money? And and I guess my mixed opinions on it is, and this is from working in the Congo, a lot of people do not have cell phones. And if they can afford a cell phone, that's one thing. They're maybe a little middle class. What you call that would mean that they have the means to either buy a cell phone or somebody gave them a cell phone. But the the whole thing of being able to get on the internet uh, will require additional funds. So obviously, this person is of means, and not to say that they're not starving, but also they may be putting their money into different ways of life versus taking care of their family. But we'll see how it all works out and see if it was really a scam, if they actually reach out to the church and see how it works out. But a number of us was kind of like, okay, we're going to take this to the next step and talk to the person. I have the I'll see what this person is going to say. I don't think there will be any money sent from person to person. It's going to go through the church, so it's going to be that type of assistance. But we'll see how it all works out at this time. And I see I got a comment, and let's see. Scott has a comment. Driving legitimate and false needs up to the Lord's work. Keep up the Lord's work. Yeah, Scott, thank you for that comment. And yeah, I think it's a legitimate need in some respects, but we always have to be cautious because people do try to reach out and take advantage of good-natured Christians and people of goodwill. So we'll see how this works out. Uh, I'm not, like I said, I think everybody worldwide is affected by what's going on with the pandemic, and so there is probably a legitimate need, but whether that need is great enough, or whether and how much do they think they're going to get, because um, I know Frank would be able to help them, but it's probably not what they think of an American going to be able to send them thousands of dollars or something like that. So, anyway, I hope this kind of gives you an eye for what's going on in the world and people reaching out to it, because there are, people right here in the United States, they're suffering. So we have to be cognizant of what's going on around us, but we also have to do it with a little prudence, that we have to check out things to make sure that our, uh, at this time, hard earned money is not going back to something that's purely a scam. So thank you, Scott, for your comments, and we will see what has Frank turned over, and see how it works out. So we'll see if the phone call comes in here today tomorrow at the church. There's an answer machine, so we'll see if they call in and left a message, and then we'll see what they had to say and whether they're gonna, uh, you know, go on with it and see how everything works out. But thank you for tuning in, and check with us tomorrow, and we'll kind of update you on this uh, saga. We're not calling it a scam, because it's probably not a pure scam, but we'll check it out and see what's going on. And also, probably maybe as early as tomorrow, we're going to have a live broadcast from the Congo. We're going to have an inauguration of the school that we've renovated, and we don't know whether that's going to be tomorrow or it's going to be Tuesday or later in the week. So but we think it's going to be sometime maybe Monday or Tuesday, because the people have really been anxious about getting things started and opening up the school, and they've been excited about the work that we've done and want to take care of it. So I won't belabor the point and ramble on anymore, but thank you for tuning in, and we will talk to you tomorrow at 3 o'clock, like every day.